Well, hello again, and welcome back to another episode of I'm wearing a toque because my hair looks like absolute butthole. Anyway, this isn't news to most of you. Like those of you who collect the McFarlaneToys action figure line, you know these are coming. I knew these were coming. You've already seen the pictures because everyone else who's anyone else who reports on this stuff regularly, either because they're actually interested in these figures or just because they're trying to hoover up the views, they've already reported on it. So I've already missed that first wave. So now you know I'm genuinely interested in these. Anyhow, 4 figures for Batman Gotham Knights. Well, it's not Batman Gotham Knights, is it? No, Batman's not in this game. Gotham Knights. It's like a Batman adventure game that stars only the sidekicks. Anyway, game looks fantastic, and I knew that Todd got the license. He's making the figures. Of course he got the license. He can do like whatever he wants with DC characters. The point is, I knew Todd was making these figures in the first place, and I knew they were going to be good. I knew that they were going to be something that I was really interested in, and also these figures, I knew that they would give me a really good view of what the actual characters are going to look like in 3D rather than just waiting for the game. So let's start with Tim Drake. The Tim Drake figure looks like a dude who is all about that windbreaker life. Like he looks like his jacket and his hood. It looks like a piece of sporting gear, which kind of makes sense now that you think about it, because superheroes, especially the non-powered ones, really are like the height of athleticism. So you could imagine, if they were sponsored by sports brands, they'd have like Oakley brand domino masks, and they'd have, Adidas brand jackets on and stuff like that, only with like their superhero symbol. So the Tim Drake figure looks really, really fantastic. Do I like the design in general compared to a regular Tim Drake? Obviously, I'm a sucker for Tim Drake's basic look, but these have to fit into a world that is not a comic book universe, but it's a video game universe. And people that don't necessarily read comics often feel like superhero costumes just look weird. Silly. Now, the only accessory that this Tim Drake figure is going to come with is the quarterstaff. I mean, do I really need to mention the figure stand and the trading card? We know that they all come with that. So the only accessories I'm going to mention here on in are the unique to the character accessories, that being the quarterstaff. One that certainly looks really good. It remains to be seen exactly how well articulated he'll be as far as the legs go, because he does have that great big rubber tunic over top. But so far, so good. Next, we are going to look at the Batgirl figure. This is actually a really, really cool design because it doesn't stray that much away from her comic book appearance. She kind of has that Burnside Batgirl look to her, except for the mask that she's currently wearing, the domino mask with the horns, with the bat ears, is more reminiscent of what she's currently wearing in the comic books. So it's a good mix of something that comic book readers would be definitely familiar with. Not that, just to back up, not that Tim Drake wasn't familiar. You could look at him and know that it's Robin, but this really looks like Batgirl. Purple, yellow, cape, and I'm really excited to get this one in my hands because I want to compare her size to the other Batgirl figures, because Batgirl has consistently in the DC Multiverse line been tall. The one that I have yet to get my hands on from Three Jokers looks to be around the same height as the previous Batgirl, the Rebirth version of Batgirl, and a lot of fans said she was too tall, so I'm really excited to see how tall this Batgirl is. Looking up close at this figure's head sculpt, it does appear that they've got the eyes kind of, off to one side a little bit. I really hope that that's not the case. The first times that I saw that done on a McFarlane figure, I thought that it was like just a mess up. Like it was just like my figure and just the ones that I've seen. But no, it's actually the Superboy Prime. His eyes are off to the side, and the same thing with the Lex Luthor. Those are the only two things I really despise about those figures. I love the figures, but I don't like the fact that their eyes aren't at a neutral, straightforward look. They're looking off to the side like that. Ain't nobody ever asked for that. It's kind of a weird design decision, because now to have them looking at the camera, you have to have their head kind of off to the side. Otherwise, they're looking off to the side. Oh, and for those of you wondering exactly what this Batgirl figure comes with, well, she comes with what seems like an electrified nightstick of some kind. Yeah, to the best of my ability, that's what it looks like. A taser nightstick or something like that. Kind of reminiscent of what Nightwing used in the previous Bat games. It was like an electrified... what are those called again? They're called... a Screamastix! A Screamastix! Yeah. Oh my god, I felt like my head was never going to get out of that toque. And this is why I'm wearing the toque today. Don't I look dashing? So yeah, Batgirl looks like a fantastic addition to the line. Can't wait to get my hands on her, and I can't wait to play her in the game. And now what about everyone's favorite once upon a time child star acrobat turned Batman sidekick turned guy that strikes out all on his own with 2 sticks to club people upside of the head with, Nightwing? I think that he looks good. I will say, it looks like from here, I'm just going to look at another picture, it looks like his body, his tunic is all one piece, or isn't it? I can't tell. Let me get up real close. Real close. No, you know what? No, I think that's actually 2 pieces. I think the top piece of the tunic is 1 piece, and then you got the ball joint right underneath there, and then you have another lower piece. Kind of like with the Green Lantern figures with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. So maybe, just maybe, that great big piece of almost looks like bulletproof vest chest armor won't get in the way as much as it seems at first glance. It's a good design for the character. I'm imagining this is his initial design because my understanding is you can change the looks for all these characters as the game goes on. So this is the vanilla look. Looks really good. He looks kind of thick and less acrobatic in his older years here, but all in all, I think the figure definitely looks like what I'm going to want to add to my collection. Not going to be my favorite Nightwing, but certainly looks very good. Now the 2 Screamastix that you could clearly see this Nightwing comes with attached nicely to his back as well, so he's not just stuck carrying around all the time. He can have them stowed away to pull out later and club someone else up the side of the head with, and that would be the only set of accessories. I'm going to try that one again. I'm not even going to start over. And that would be the only accessories that he comes with. And then finally, we've come to the Red Hood, who clearly, looking at this imagery, you can tell that they have gotten a lot of the look for this version of Red Hood from his Rebirth era look, where he had just the bottom half of the mask with a hood. Well, clearly they haven't gone with that, but no, that's not true at all. This is future editing Brad talking. There was actually a suit that Jason Todd adopted for a little while pre-Rebirth at the arse end of New 52 in a short-lived series called Red Hood and Arsenal. That's when he wore a suit that was kind of like this. It looks nothing like the Rebirth suit. Past Brad's a dummy. Don't pay attention to anything he says. The brown in front with just the sleeves, no jacket, that kind of Red Hood. I feel like that much. They definitely got a lot of their inspiration from that version of Red Hood. So I think it's an interesting version of him. This is not my favorite design for Red Hood. Definitely. I like a leather jacket clad Red Hood. I also really like the Red Hood, how he looks from Batman 3 Jokers. This is not my favorite look. However, I definitely like this look better than how he looked in Arkham Knight. I definitely like this better than Arkham Knight. The white jacket never really did it for me, and the helmet never really did it for me. I like it when the helmet has the white eyeballs and the black around. I like it when it looks more like that. And so this is definitely a very cool design. And the more I look at it, actually, the more it grows on me. It works for the video game. Yeah, I like it more than I thought I was going to. And this Red Hood figure comes with, oh, clever them. So for the picture here, he's got gun fingers. I don't see any gun accessories with this guy. What? I wonder why that is. You would assume he's going to come with guns. Why doesn't he come with guns? He can't shoot. Do his fingers have the capability to make rubber bullets come out in the end? I don't understand. Is this like a can't have guns with figures in the toy store sort of deal? Is that what's going on here? Then why did Joker come with a long gun? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know the significance of the pshwans, but I suppose I'll find out when I play the game. Very strange. So that's all 4 figures. We've looked at them all. Robin, Red Hood, Nightwing, and Batgirl, all from Gotham Knights. I know they're more Bat characters, and some people are going to go, more Bat characters, of course. And with this, I don't really think that that's an appropriate reaction, for the simple sake of these Gotham Knights figures are relevant tie-ins to a soon-coming game. So it would make sense that he would want to release figures based on their appearances in a game that is sure to be a smash hit, not only amongst DC fans, but amongst gamers in general. Those Arkham games, whether you're a comic reader, collector, or not, whether you watch the CW shows, whether you collect Batman memorabilia or not, those Arkham games are massive, massive hits just in the gaming community. And you can be assured that Gotham Knights is going to be just as big as those Batman games without Batman even in it. So it makes sense that these figures would also be accompanying the game's release. Anyway, what do you think about these 4 figures? Do they look like something you'd want to pick up? Or are you going to leave these on the shelf where they are and say, nope, I don't want them. I don't plan on playing the game, and they're nothing but 7-inch scale pieces of character-shaped plastic garbage? I would hope that the latter is not what you're thinking, because these look really cool. And if you don't pick them up, you're probably going to be missing out on 4 very cool figures. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm sweating my face off in this toque, so I'll see you later. Have a DC day, everybody, and take care.